Hello, I hope you're all well. I've had another message that I have to get out to you. So I'm going to get straight into it. If you're new here, please subscribe, like and share so we can get these messages out to everyone. So again, my guides have been talking to me a lot today. And this is about the third time I've channeled today. I've been channeling to my son for personal information for me, what I need to do next, and more information about what's coming. I'm told we are still on track for the end, if you like. No, I'm not. You know, if you're first time watching this, this is not to scaremonger, anything like that. It's to actually help us get off these this path to destruction. Okay, that I've been asked to give these messages. So we're still on track for that at the moment, despite, well, I only reached a few people yesterday, but hopefully I reached the right people. I've discovered that these messages are about getting to the right people, and there may be people that you don't know are watching this. So I've discovered that today, and so I have to get this message out. So it is worth listening to the end because it's all relevant and it's all a message. It's all channeled. Okay, so here we go. So I was saying, remember, they come in the language of imagery as well. So let me know in the comments what you think this could be. I can't answer them and say that's what they mean or anything like that because I'm channeling the message now to you. Well, I've been channeling before I came on here and I don't get the answers. Okay, I've asked them before and that's just the way they do it. So started off with seeing a lot of traffic jams, crowds of people, and crowds of people went into somewhere I've been, actually, St. Peter's Square, and I saw Pope John Paul giving an address. Then I saw 1920s gangsters, like a photograph of 1920s gangsters, or like, I don't know, it wasn't a photograph as such, but they were sort of dressed up as them, and my guides were standing there, which I firmly believe some of them who lived on the planet before were that for a while in the 1920s. Anyway, then I saw, been getting a lot about Jesus Christ as an ascended master, him on the cross as well. And then I heard the song, when that image came in my head, I heard Legends Never Die, the song. So I'm going to put the words to that in the description because they were important. When they sing them to me, the words are important. And it was to do with ascended masters, Jesus Christ, whoever you know, decide to, you know, believe in, whatever, okay? Or, yeah, it's just, it's him as an ascended master, not as somebody who, you know, I believe should be worshipped or anything like that, so don't get the wrong idea. Okay, then I heard Rivers of Blood. Then I saw, it's a version of if you've seen Stranger Things, if not, check it out, the first series, the Demogorgon. Looks more like a spider to me. I see horrible things like that. I hate spiders. So, that kind of thing. Rivers of Blood, the demigod, and then I saw submarine, which to me represents stealth. Okay, so there's an infection, a stealthy infection within society, within the earth. It's like a darkness. We've talked about this before. This black tar, this stuff, and it's coming from people from other dimensions, okay, and secret societies within this world, which I was told today that Earth is the first plane of 13 at the moment, but these planes, 13 going up, they're more going down now or something like that. It is like a that way and that way and down, okay, but of the planes, we are the first plane, okay, and there are people manipulating the energies within this plane to get what they want through secret societies, through people from other dimensions and the multiverse. Okay, so then I saw myself again. Now I keep saying this where I'm standing, I've got my arms open wide, I've got light coming out of me all over, and it's now coming out my mouth. And I'm doing lots of manipulations with light. I'm not allowed to tell you all of it, but they asked me to do certain things with my light. So, but that's what they're asking me to tell you. It's coming out my mouth everywhere. I'm bleeding light. and it's a golden light. Then I saw snow-capped mountains. I don't know I can't tell you all the bits you've told me about my role here. But whatever this is, it's going to trigger you about your role. So then I saw snow-capped mountains, which can represent obstacles. I don't know. Then which would make sense because I then heard fearful of own power. And then I saw planets in the sky. You know, like one of those sci-fi programs. They want me to remind you of three-body problem at this point. It's important. The concepts within it, the physics in it are important. It's on Netflix. Okay, that was out the blue. I mentioned it in the last video. They've told me that everything I watch is a message for me. So I've been watching that, and they would like you to take a look at it if you're interested. Okay. So, and I could see this, it's like a wasteland, somewhere barren, and this boy standing there, his back to, I couldn't see the front of him, and he's looking up, and there are planets in the sky. It's very odd, it's very sci-fi. And then I heard, the monster from the Black Lagoon rises. Build an army of world salvation. Don't do this again. Learn now. And then I heard, pirates attack you, as in the world now. Pirates attack you now. Then I saw a very, I'm going to show you in these cards, if I can find it, because it'd be a very good illustration. We're going to look at the cards in a minute. Where are we? I know it. There we go. Okay, so I saw a balloon like this, very steampunk, and it was landing amidst an army of what looked like the Spanish Armada, and if you know your history. And I saw Queen Elizabeth I. She's one of my heroes, Queen Elizabeth I. And I heard, fortitude is desired now, do not give up the ghost. Okay, then I was given some equations, and these are for people who, I hope they get the message, okay? But there are some people on the earth, you may understand them, light workers, starseeds, physics people, whoever, that may want to go and investigate these. The number 42 comes up a lot. Now, my son said something about that being in a, I don't know if it's in Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. The number 42 is about the about creation, about the answer to everything. I don't know, but I'm pretty sure it's something like that, and it keeps coming up in all different ways. So I'm no mathematician, if you can see that. I'm history, okay? I have 2 degrees in history, and I've done law stuff as well. So I don't understand this at all, but they told me that I do on some level. I understand all of it, but in my incarnation here, I don't. My higher self knows. It's chicken feed, apparently. So I don't know if you can see that. I'll try and get it all in. You may wish to take a screenshot of it, but it's very odd. Very odd. And again, it was rather odd on here because, you know, they make me say the 9's a funny way. I got 999 here, but down here I got 999. I wanted me to point that out. Okay, and then the last part of the pre-channeled message is, the moon rises at night, so does Sarah and the light workers. Be ready, for we are. Work must be done now to stop the enslavement of the world in your petty power play. Attacks at night will no longer suffice, nor will they on the astral plane. We are many, and you will find us everywhere. We know your secrets and your plans. They will no longer succeed. Your aims may be powerful, but your resolve is weak. You will not gain a foothold here. Begone. This world is protected. So, very interesting. So that's the end of that bit. Okay, and then they want me to tell you about a very strange dream. Well, it wasn't a dream, I was astral traveling, no doubt in my mind, that I had. I can't tell you everything about it. I've actually written it down, so I'm going to go through this book as much as I can with it. This is just to remind me of certain points. Okay, so I wasn't sure at first whether or not, and please don't switch off and go away because this is part of the message if you're new here, okay? So I wasn't sure at first whether it was an attack on the astral realm or, you know, something. There's the tapping picture from Spirit, or something else, okay? A dream about something that concerns me. So I was somewhere very different. It was a new house. It seemed like I was younger. This person had long blonde hair. It wasn't quite me. It did remind me of somebody I know. I mean, I'm talking long down hair down here. And I never saw my face. So it could be a character, often when you're writing, and I'm full back in my writing. So, because my message is also channeled through my writing. So I don't know. It usually means when you can't see the face of your character, it means it is support of you. Okay. Very odd. But I was married again, God forbid. And I had a child again, and I keep seeing my old car. And I know when I see my old car on the street, I had a beautiful Audi Cabriolet. It was new. We bought it outright. It was brought over from Germany. Beautiful. My car. And I can't even drive now. And it had to go. And when the divorce came, but I still say it. And I remember those days with the top down driving. It was wonderful. I had two of them, but this was the second one I had, and it was black. Now, a car is a representation of you, your independence, who you are, where you're going. Now, I've had lots of dreams with this where I get in the car and the car starts moving and I can't stop it. Now, I already had the handbrake up high. In this instance, I took it down, it felt like it was going to go out of control. Okay, and I have certain issues in my life, but I have to tell you this, but I tried to put it more onto a grass verge, try and block it. It resembled somewhere I used to live, Hemel Hempstead, years ago, and in Hertfordshire, and nowhere near that now. That was a million moons ago, and I was trying to park it, but why I was trying to re-park it, I don't know, because it was already parked, but I think it was because it was on the main road, and I was trying to put it on this grass verge. Why not in the drive of my home? I don't know, but that's what I was trying to do, and it was going to go out, and I was terrified it was running away with me, and it was going to collide with another car or go into the wall in front of me, because no matter what I did, I couldn't stop this car running. I generally have a theme like this with doors as well. I close them. I've talked about this before, but they always open again, even if I've locked them. They just spring open. So I don't know what that's to me, it's to do with portals and spirit coming through and things like that. So I had that, but all of a sudden I managed to stop it. And I safely got out. I thought it'll be all right, won't move. And yeah, why is it reminded me of that? I remember somebody coming to talk to my husband and I about something way back, bank things, and this woman came in the car and something had gone wrong with the handbrake or whatever, and there were loads of people beeping horns, and all of a sudden when we were talking, we looked out the window and her car had just gone across the road and it was blocking the road. It had luckily been stopped by the curb. But that car just had created out of control. And I think that's the kind of thing that's in my mind, but that it goes worse and it causes damage somewhere. So that is relevant. And so then the next minute, now if you're in the UK, you know about the post office scandal. Well, for some reason, all I kept seeing was post office. Okay, and I usually see when I see post office vans, that's a communication from spirit to tell me there's news coming in. There is a communication coming in. So the post office means communication. I believe I'm channeling now, so I'm going fast, sorry. I believe I was talking to my guides around this table. There were about 4 of us. There was somebody doing something with money at the till, and I gave them advice. But I was trying to make friends with these people. So remember, this is the first table with people around, and these people were friendly. Something else happened, I'm not sure, but anyway, I go with one of them to this place. Now, I keep getting a memory. I get 2 memories. I'll just tell you this one. It's really weird. Certain rooms within here will jog certain memories, and I don't know why. But every time I go to brush my teeth at night, in the bathroom, and I dream of when I was a child, way back when, long time ago, I'm not telling you when, very small, and I was, if I know there's some of you from Newcastle on here, Phoenix Window. Yeah, Phoenix is a Newcastle company. It's not a London one, by the way, if anybody is wondering. The main shop is in Newcastle upon Tyne, and it is like the TARDIS when you go in there. There are so many entrances to it, and it's magical, and I'm missing it. But anyway, it's like 5 floors of fun and nooks and crannies and restaurants and hairdressers and all sorts of things. So I've gone off now. I've lost the channel a bit for a second. It's important to tell you that though. So yes, so I'm going when I'm very young, because that's right, because the front windows of Phoenix at Christmas, they used to do like puppets, it's obviously more sophisticated now, puppets, things like that, and they used to tell a story each window, and you would have to walk along each window. Okay, and my parents took me there, and it was the first time I saw it, and it was magical, and it was a thing that we did. There were crowds of people. It was like a big thing that happened in Newcastle, in Northumberland Street, that entrance, if you know where I'm talking about. And there were all these scenes, and it was Christmas. And I couldn't quite say everything though, but I remember seeing one, some little Bambi type figure, you know, and then I went in with this person, and it was like rabbit warren in there. There were no real things for sale or anything. I just kept going upstairs and nooks and crannies, and then I came across a place. And there were a lot of people watching a band rehearse, and there was a conductor. Now that's relevant because I was channeling before, and I was told I was the grand conductor. So that was kind of weird, but that person wasn't me in the dream. Lots of people watching. Now I say lots of people watching. I say people watching as if there's a film going on and they're watching about the world. Okay, so these are powerful beings on the other side who are watching, who are fighting a spiritual war with, well, they would call them demons, but they're not demons. Some of them would call them demons, but people who do not have our best interests at heart, and who are coming in through other dimensions, coming in through time. My guides appear very strongly here when I've said all that. Coming in through time, trying to deviate, using secret societies, Illuminati. Now with Madras, they always say Madras. There are secret societies that we don't even know about, and they do manipulate the world. Okay, they're using episodes in time to affect what's going on now, and they are trying to get us on course. This could even be something to do with the multiverse and peoples from the multiverse. So I don't want to get too far into that at the moment. So, right, where are we? So I walked past there. Then I went into it, and I was somewhere. I didn't know where my husband was, and it wasn't the husband of my ex-husband. It was somebody else. I was around a table again, and it looked like it was in a pub. Now, there were a whole load of people sitting there, and Putin was there as well. And there were some other things going on that I can't talk to you about. They were sort of more personal. And he was saying something. And he was younger. He was a younger person. And I remember leaning over the table and saying to him, if you do that, I will send an army to you. I will send an army and stop you. And he threatened me. I can't remember what he threatened me with. But I had to do it 3 times. And he did it again. Now, 3s are very important. He said it a few times to me, and I said it. Then he did something I'm not going to tell you about, but it was very uncomfortable. It was physical, and it hurt me. And it was disturbing. It was disturbing. That's all I'm going to say. And he threatened me to the point I had to relent, but it was only a lie. Okay? Just to get him off me. And I was being attacked in the astral realm. Okay, this is, yeah, I have dreamt about him a lot, before even the invasion of Ukraine, everything. This lot do not like him, do not agree with him. So please, if you put a comment on about him here being wonderful, this, that, and the other, you will be, no, it's not going to happen, okay? Because this lot are very, him as well as others are feeding into this power play. They are being talked to from these people. I also did a message yesterday, and I don't know if that triggered it. It was on my tarot channel, and I basically got a message about the seers, as in, I don't know if you've seen that Dracula by you know, with him that was in the Tudors. I love him. Never watched the Tudors though, but I can't remember his blinking name. But it was very steampunky, and it was wonderful, and it was Dracula. It was about 2014 English, and he was watched by seers. Now I have to say seers. Now I'm going to show you this card because this is what I picked up in the reading, and there were some people that felt it was for them. Now I know that's what they're doing. They're watching the light workers. They want to know every move the light workers are making. I'm going to show you this card because it's the only way to describe it. And it just creeped me out. And then I had all of that dream. So where are you? I was showing you before. There. Now it looks, you know, it's just not right. It just has an odd feel. And these are, has an odd feel. We're being watched. So bear in mind, if you watch this, you will be watched. Okay. So, because it's about getting the truth out there that they don't want. So that was kind of weird. Now I woke up, well, I'll tell you exactly when I woke up, because I woke up, I opened my eyes, I looked at my phone, it said 10:10. I think I've been thrown by the clock. I haven't felt so good, so I ended up having a lie-in. I went to bed late last night, so I had a bit of a lie-in. I normally don't do that. I don't like that. 10:10, which means the end of something. So that was quite important. It is part of the message, and it is also a warning for you to watch. Oh, just heard somebody coming down the stairs. So that is somebody, that's not spirit. One moment. Hello, back, sorry. Yeah, so yeah, it's all very odd, but these, they're definitely watching. We don't like what we are doing. We're light workers, so I don't know what's happening to this now. Right, we will get on and do a bit of a reading about this, see if we can get any more information. I am still doing personal readings for a short while longer. They're going to be angel life purpose readings only, so if you would like some guidance on what your role is here, please contact me. All the details are in the description. I am going fully back into my writing. I have been told today that that is my main job, and it would be great if you could support me. They are channel messages, even the naughty stuff, all right? It's channel messages. So if you'd like to support my work on Inkit.com, they want me to put the books on there. Please please check it out. Details in the description. I write as Arabella Kingsley. Okay, so what have we got here? Yeah, Odin, psychic insight. I have no idea why I went for these cards and did that. I'm just being told. Your third eye is open. See truth for what it is. Follow your intuition. So what is your intuition telling you right now about this situation? The voice of truth. Joan of Arc. Stand strong. Focus on your purpose. Release the fear of persecution and speak your truth. So it may be that you need to do a YouTube channel to put forward the messages from your guides. This is not just from your guides, this will be from your higher self. The voice of truth has to come out now because people are still asleep. They're not waking up. Some of them have had their awakenings blocked. See the nature and fabric of this reality. I've been shown various things. The messages that I give here are to break down the falsehoods about the nature of reality, the fabrication of truth about everything, including physics, scientific assimilations, religious assimilations, personal assimilations, all of it. There is more in heaven and earth ratio. There's more to see. Things have been ignored. They need to be seen now, and they're trying to show you, so it breaks down everything. Okay. Light activation. Shine your light. Your internal guidance is coming through loud and clear. And more of these. Mother Mary, love and peace. They keep telling me that I have to have seen Mary. These are ascended masters, okay? These are ascended masters. I want you to think of them that way, okay? Let go of the need to be right. Choose peace. Mother, healing is possible at this time. So I would like to take one more. Is that possible? Yeah. Now, when I go on my travels, astral travel, I say huge eye and I go through it. Horus is the eye. And that's what they're showing now, a three-body problem. This sulfon, it's all to do with atoms. I'm told that everything is to do with, I keep seeing Einstein. I get lots of messages from Einstein, which is hilarious because I don't understand, well, my incarnation does not understand about these things. But here we go. Theory of relativity is correct. Something about the sun bouncing off the moon. One circle within a light. A is in the middle. B is in the circle around the sun. C is in the triangle beneath it. To the power of 2 equals 41 to the power of 3. 42 cannot yet be reached. Thank you. That was direct from Einstein. This is way off mine. Yeah. Horus, your thoughts are magnetic and powerful. Miraculous changes are occurring. It's this circle, look. Circle of light. Okay. So we'll leave that there. I have, if you haven't already seen it, Ascended Master Jesus standing behind me along. I've had Odin, I've had Moses, I've had Merlin, I've had all sorts of people. Yeah, alien beings. I will tell you at the end of this what's going on with the alien beings that are in my room at night. It's got Master Jesus here. Okay, so forgiveness. You are on the path of light, love, and forgiveness. Further healing is possible at this time. I've talked about the joining of light and dark, feminine and masculine. All must be joined together to create unity. and the world will become whole again. Okay. Right, I'm getting this guy who is, I can't say that. I'm not going to butcher it. I see people like this around me. I've seen monks around. I've seen Indian gurus. I've seen Kali. I've seen everything. It's all one here. Remember that you are on a path to take one step at a time to happiness. Okay. You have a job to do, basically. If you're watching this, you're a chosen one and you have a job to do. Okay, so what can you tell us? What else do we need to know? I only use these cards as an illustration of what the message is, because people like a picture. Okay, I don't need them. Yeah, okay, so there's a lot of rejection of something. These people have been getting to us on a level of doubt, self-belief. Their attacks have come in many forms. It's time to let that go, because you're blocking the message and getting out on your life path, and that's how they've been doing it. This Emperor I keep being told about. They always make me want Ming the Merciless. Flash Gordon type person, the Dark Emperor from Star Wars. They want you to think of this organized group that's headed by somebody powerful that wants to take over the world, that it believes it owns the world and has a right to the world over other people. And that's what this has been going on about. Okay, I'll just make it short. Okay, yeah, but there's growth coming in here. There is an opportunity for growth, for communication and negotiation with all member states. I don't know what that's about. I suggest you watch the previous video I did about first contact coming in February next year, and the countries of the earth having their say about resources and sharing resources with other worlds. So there's been a rejection of this growth that's been tried to be brought in. Some people feel locked out. There's not an equality to it. It has been every man for himself, and I'm going to say literally, and the women that follow them. But that's what it's felt like. A need to break down the divine masculinity, which has there's a presence of high masculinity on here that's been manipulated, and it's driving people all the time. They want to bring in the feminine to slow that down, because there's too much push and drive, and it's promoting greed. There's no balance to it. So now remember, we are capable. We all have male and female energy, so I'm not getting at any gender. Okay, we all have that within us. So that's what they're talking about there. Okay, it's all about money. 10 of Pentacles, all about greed. What they want to bring in, there's been a departure from love on all levels, all relationships, all that kind of thing, and there's no balance of love. It's all about greed, hate. I mean, it sounds like cliche, but it is cliche, unfortunately. It is. A lot of people have walked away from this, but I think it's more about balance as well. They've walked away from this balance. There's been a real put down, everybody at everybody's throats. There's been a walking away from that. It's slow work. Everything's slowing down on me again. I get that. Now, if you saw that video on my tarot channel, you will see that everything was slowed down. It was actually slowed down on the video. Nobody knew what was going on. It sounded really scary. And that's what's happening to me now. I'm being slowed down. Blocking. blocking this departure from hate and anger. There's lots of blocks coming. This is what somebody believes they are in charge. This card is the Seven of Swords, and this is somebody being dodgy, devious, narcissistic, getting things for themselves, believing that they own everything. But unfortunately, there are two swords here that this person has forgotten about, that have just suddenly appeared. They can't get them all. They've tried to get them all. So this is like trying to get all the light workers here as well, trying to stop all of these messages. There's something two of something very important is left, and they can't get them. That's all I'm getting. They're slowing me right down. It is not about one person. It is about being a collective as a whole. And we need to depart, walk away from this idea that we are one. And it's almost like somebody sitting on top of the collective here and believing they're in control of the collective. That needs to be walked away from. And the only way to do that is by speaking the truth, telling your experience, however, what form that you do, trying to wake people up. Then happiness and knowledge can come in, and we can move on to first contact. Otherwise, we're heading for war. Okay, and as in a physical reality, war in Europe, war like it was before, and we're going to go around the cycle again. So it's up to us to change the way we are. Okay, so yeah, I'm going to just tell you about, there's definitely alien contact. I've seen a lot of alien beings in my room at night. In fact, last night I really thought I was going to be taken. And I'm told that I am taken, but on a dimensional level. And for healing, whatever, these people, I'm being attacked all the time, apparently. They've told me, and they field it off. And spiritually attacked, that's what I mean. And they've brought in, they called them enforcements, these alien beings, and they've got like rugby shaped heads, but they're very, very tall, long, thin limbs. So if you know who they are, that's a question for you. If you put in the comments, who do you believe these aliens are? Have you had experiences like that? Let me know. Okay, lots of alien face, lots of small greys who are helping. They're not hindering me. They're part of the Galactic Council. That's what they call themselves. Okay, so however wild this sounds, you know, when you think about all those scientists and everybody, where it sounded wacky what they were saying, but it was true. Copernicus and you know, all those people, Galileo, and it was true. So this is true. Some of it is very scary, and I see these beams and things at night, and I just don't know what's going to happen next. I see so many people. Okay, anyway, I'm going to leave it there. I hope that's been of interest. As I say, please like, share, subscribe. I'm really grateful if you've subscribed to this channel so I can get it moving. You know, I believe I'm a bit of an acquired taste on here. It says new. People have said that to me a few times, that this is very different from what is out there at the moment. This is how I receive my messages, and I'm doing what they asked me to do. I'm telling you what's going on, and this is what's happening. So let's get this channel moving again. Get it out to as many people as possible. If you're on here, you are of a certain type of light worker. You could be a starseed, and you're definitely a chosen one, okay? And you've been guided here. So let's, as they used to say on Hill Street Blues, let's be careful out there. Keep yourself safe. Check out the last tarot message I did on my Pure Angelic Tarot. Yeah, you can join these channels as well if you wish for further insight. I will be doing another video for the members very shortly. So yes, take care of yourselves, and see you on the astral plane. Take care. Bye.